Hey everybody, it's time to swing with still swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G up. As always, family, you know I ain't seen much of this, maybe 15, 20 seconds. But look, she on the same planet with us. Nice looking lady. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, gentlemen.
Let's just wait. Ooh, child. Get the phone together. I'm gonna package you and then wait 8 seconds before you answer. Taylor, Missouri, 30. Is an Aquarius, has an 8-year old, and works at ER. What kind of man you looking for? Wait 8 seconds.
Just someone who's actually looking for a relationship, somebody who isn't just looking for sex, someone who's financially stable. Because, I mean, like, it's really hard to find men when you're, like, serious about dating. There's a lot of people who will sleep with you, a lot of people who will waste their time with you, but they don't want to be serious. They don't want to open up. They don't want
Fair use, family. Fair use.
to connect. They don't want to take the time to really get to know you as a person. And I feel like I have a hard time with that. Guys will like I have guys in my inbox all the time. They'll try to talk to me, but it's not like anything deep. And I feel like that's really hard, especially Black men. And I know a lot of people are going to give me shit, but I don't really date Black men. And I'm going to tell you why. So I grew up in the Army. My dad was in the military, so I've lived like all over. I'm used to different nationalities, and like growing up and then getting stuck here in Missouri when my parents divorced, I noticed that a lot of the Black men here just don't have a lot going for them. Unfortunately, they don't want to work, they don't want to provide, they don't want to be men. And I know that sounds bad, it does, but that's just my reality. A lot of my friends give me shit about it because I date outside of my race, and I feel like I would like to be with a Black man if I could find one who had their shit together or who was ready for something serious. I'm just being honest. A lot of the Black men here, they say they want to be like with a woman who wants them to hold them down, but it's like when we need them to hold us down, they're nowhere to be found. And a lot of the men here of other nationalities, whether that be white, Indian, Asian, they all have their shit together. They all have good jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing about it is, the problem with that is even the ones that do sometimes have their shit together and have good jobs, they're on the same page. They just want sex. They don't want anything serious. So it's still hard for me to date. And it's not that I haven't tried to date Black men, because I definitely have. And it just kind of.
First thoughts. Nice looking lady. Nice looking lady. 30 years old. Single mom. She live in Missouri. The red flags just, I don't know. I'm sorry, fellas. They kicking, ain't they? She screaming, ain't she? Like, listen, all of this, she don't date Black men. That's a cry for help. She begging for a Black man to come and say, why were you doing this? No, they ain't gonna say this. Let me explain something to you. He gotta care about you to care about what you're gonna do. All right, he gotta want you first. All right, that's first. If he ain't want you before you was going to do, he ain't gonna care where you going at. All right? No. Let me tell you what's going on with you, sister. That I see so far. You clearly chase the men that don't want you. All right, listen. She like to chase pookies.
The same way. They just want sex. They don't want anything serious, but they will lie to you and tell you that they do. And then you'll end up realizing they don't really want anything. So I'm at a point now where I'm not having sex with anyone until we are in a committed relationship. I feel like in the past I've made mistakes and I like someone and I give up my body too soon because I think it's going somewhere that I find out, okay, it's not. So, and that's with all races of men. I'm just gonna kind of just stick to like, we're gonna talk, date, see how it goes. Once you tell me like we're in a committed relationship, then I feel like that's when.
Because it don't matter the race of the man, you're gonna choose the same kind of man. See, because it's the same kind of men in every race. All right, maybe you think players don't come in white guys. Players don't come in Hispanics. Maybe you think Pookie only come in black. You tripping. Most of y'all that get white guys, y'all got a white Pookie. All right, some dude who you paying his cell phone bill. All right, like, all right, it ain't the men. It's not the men, baby girl. All right, the problem is you've been misinformed. You think it should be all about what you want. And you don't think he should want much, just whatever you got. And let me tell you something, that ain't gonna be enough. You better get a clue.
Will come. So
I definitely agree with your rule of committed relationships and then have sex, because I feel like that is, I always say this about, there's a pool of men that will have sex with you, but it doesn't mean that's also the pool of men that would be in a committed relationship. So kudos to you. I agree with that rule. Let me ask you this. When did you stop dating black men? Is this a new rule you just put on? You gotta wait 8 seconds. Oh, wait. Remember, you gotta wait 8 seconds. I don't want us to get cut off. Did you just stop dating black men?
It's not that,
or is this something?
I'm sorry.
Okay, honey, you got
not that
okay.
I just all of a sudden.
Wait, girlfriend, hold on. You gotta listen, because we have a lag, and if you over talk too soon, your response won't come out. So the question is, when did you stop dating black men? Wait 8 seconds.
Okay, so I didn't just I'm just gonna stop dating black men. I primarily try to avoid the black men here because of what I've dealt with them, like the things that I encountered.
She stopped dating black men a couple of days ago. All right. Same stuff with her, man. Listen, that's all she date. Okay, she think if she get on here and talk like this, she'll be hotter for some reason. She think black men want to know why she don't want to talk to them, when it's vice versa. All right, listen, black men ain't thinking about her. White men ain't thinking about her. Hispanic men ain't thinking about her. Asian men ain't thinking about her. Listen, it don't matter what man she's standing in front of. She still got to bring her.
Like recently, I dated someone who was black, and I found out he was sleeping around on me with like 3 different women. And me and him started out as friends first, and then we had a sexual relationship. And he lied to me, told me that he was committed to me. And it seems to be the same story with a lot of my black friends. They're with a black man, they sleep around on them with multiple people, have kids on them, things like that. My white friends, they don't deal with any of that. I know it's stereotypical, but
something telling me I would be sleeping around with 3 or 4 women on YouTube. You can't possibly think I could ever take you serious. Does she sound like a grown-up? She a child, sound like a child. Can't have what she want, a spoiled, wanna be spoiled brat. She sound like some kind of child. Ain't no man about to take this serious, baby girl. You think you gonna bring this to some man and he gonna respect this? Honestly. Listen, I will be sleeping around with 3 or 4 women on YouTube. Cause once I hear you for a couple minutes, trust and believe. Listen, most men gonna take the cookies, but he gonna keep looking. All right, you're gonna be the only one sitting still thinking this about something.
It's just a different world. Like with the black men that we deal with versus my friends who deal with white men or their white husbands. They're not out here embarrassing them, having babies on them. They pay their child support. They take care of their kids. I'm being honest. The black men here, they don't do that. And then it's like when you date outside of your race, people want to berate you or make you feel like, oh, you need to hold.
See, her baby daddy don't pay his child support. So she want to put that on black men. All right? Listen, there's plenty of us just like me. I ain't never been on no child support, baby girl. I don't even know. I ain't been to no court about nothing like that, ever. And I've been here 52 years.
The black men down, but I'm like, they don't give a shit about us half the time, but you want us to hold them down. And if I found, like I said, if I found a decent black man, then yeah, I would. It's not about skin tone. It's not about color. It's not about any of that. I'm very attracted to black men. If I could find one who had the shit together, then it wouldn't be a problem. And like I said, I just dealt with one. We have been friends for years. He presented himself to be this great black woke man, and he was so nice and caring and loving. And I found out he had a sex addiction. And I found out he was sleeping with multiple women unprotected behind my back. And that's scary. And the
He was a woke black man. He woke up in them cheeks. That's the problem. They wake straight up in them cheeks. All right? Listen, you gotta get a man, baby girl, who gonna work harder. All right? If all he gotta do is pay you some attention, because I'm telling you, your requirement is only that he cute. All right? And listen, he gonna wake straight up in them cheeks. All right? You too easy. I'm telling you. Trust me. All right? You chasing the wrong men. All right, listen, the kind of men who would take you serious, you need to seriously consider those men. All right, because you chasing the kind of men who, listen, you gonna have another baby daddy next.
Guys and STDs, which we don't talk about a lot in the Black community. I feel like we don't talk about that stuff, and I just feel like that's very common. They sleep around with us, they give us diseases, and they leave us with babies, and that's what they want us to hold down. Now, there are some good Black men out there. There are, but where I live at,
baby girl, you like boring to the fifth power. You came on here to try to get a man? Because if you came on here to try to get a man, this ain't gonna get you no man. What are you doing? All right, you hella boring. All right, yo, you seem like a straight drag. All right, you don't seem like you much fun at all. Okay, I understand why men just want to get the hell away from you.
unfortunately, the ones who are good are usually married, in a relationship, or gay. And then you have the ones that are left over. And I saw that someone said, could it be the type of man that you're dating? And the thing about it is I've dated all different types of Black men. It's not the same type. I don't have one specific type. If you treat me good and you're respectful and you have, something going for you, I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, you have to make $100,000 a year. At least make, a decent amount what I make. But I have given lots of Black men a chance. The last guy, he was 50-50. I don't even like 50-50, but I did it because I liked him. I split shit with him. Why? Because I liked him. But then I found out he was sleeping around on me with 3 different women. So that's what I'm saying.
She lying. She wasn't splitting nothing with him. She was paying all of it. I promise you. Listen, she gonna pay for everything. All right? Because ain't no man paying for this. We already know.
But it's not only 3, there's probably another one. We don't even know. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like with the white men, my friends are like, well, they're going to cheat on you too. I'm like, well, would you rather cry in a Bentley or a Toyota? Because the white men, they're at least going to be providing and paying the bills and taking care of things. The Black men will cheat on you and you'll catch them. And they'll just be like, oh, well, I guess you got me. You want to take me back or not? That's how it is here. And I feel like people are going to hate on me and be like, whatever. But I know I'm not lying because I know my friends' experiences. And with the white guys I have dealt with, even the negative experiences, they're still more respectful than the Black men here. I'm being honest.
Listen, y'all brothers out there in Missouri gotta give her a call. At least just give her a call. Yo, bro, they won't even call her back, bro.
Black men here, where I live at, is a college town. So it's like a lot of white women, like a lot of interracial couples. Like my daughter.
Man, just tell her it was fun. Just tell her, it was real. But you know what I'm saying? You're going to do something else. You change your mind.
If there is a nice Black man watching this live that has their shit together and lives around the Columbia, St. Louis, Kansas City area, then that's different. But I'm telling you, Kendra.
All that to say that. I told you. What I tell you? She want herself a man. All right. Baby girl, let me help you out. The kind of man you talking to, he ain't gonna pay you no mind. Those men that come up to you and honestly want to get to know you, you gotta consider those men. Those men that you gotta run behind, it's a reason you gotta run behind them. Those men that you gotta pay for, it's a reason you gotta pay for them. All right, listen. You one of those women who want something from a man that he can't give you. What you want, he ain't trying to give you. You can't make him. You can't make him. You ain't gonna whine your way into getting them to do it. You ain't gonna get upset your way into getting them do it, getting him to do it. You ain't gonna spoil brat your way into getting him to do it. He gotta wanna do it. That's why I don't get why y'all get up here and pop all this crap and y'all begging. You begging.
Yeah, because I want to give you the space to speak freely. So let me just ask you this question. So the reason I asked you, when did you stop dating black men? Because I guess my question is, if you now are dating outside of your race, why are you still single? Like, why didn't you settle down with somebody outside of your race if that's what you're focusing on? Wait 8 seconds before you respond.
Honestly, it's by choice. I just went on a date this evening. I just got back from a date. And it's not because I want to say, like, just because you go out with someone and they're nice and you like them and the vibe is right doesn't mean that that person's.
Bro, that's a damn lie. All right? The kind of guy she run behind, she